Hey, Lake Forest Davidson. So yesterday I went upstairs in Summit Coffee and two of the people on my list of five were in that room. And it struck me in a very real way, God is still doing something in this world, and He's doing it through me and through you and through Lake Forest Davidson, and I continue to pray and care for the people on my list of five. So today I want to tell you a story that I haven't told a whole lot of people, but it relates to why we as a community focus so much on generosity, being a generous community, having a generous spirit, living generous lives. When we were going to start Lake Forest Davidson, when we knew that was going to happen, I began to walk around that Davidson area and a little bit beyond. I would walk around, I would pray, I would ask God to show me things. And one of the things I stumbled upon as I did that was a little place called the Community Garden, the Davidson area Community Garden. And as I got closer, I realized the Davidson area, that community garden, and you can find it, it's right near the Ada Jenkins Center. But that garden has a motto, and that motto is, tend some, take some, share a lot. Tend some, take some, share a lot. And I thought that was pretty emblematic of the entire community, the Davidson community, but also the surrounding Lake Norman community. Put in some sweat equity. Make sure it benefits you, but make sure it really benefits other people. Because there's no area in the world that is absent of God. God is working everywhere in the world. He's doing something. And usually what God has done is He's put some kind of a beachhead, for lack of a better word. He's put a beachhead in so that any given culture, any given community can understand who He is. They understand some part of who God is. They understand some part about the great news about Jesus Christ. They know something about it, but they don't yet know the whole picture. And it struck me that the community we're in gets the importance of giving, of sharing. That one of the ways we love people is through giving. They get that part. And what we're hoping they will get is, think about John 3:16 and 17. For God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, and whoever believes in Him will not perish, but have everlasting life. For God did not send His Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world. In other words, God so loved that He gave. And I think generally our area gets that you would love enough to give. And what we're trying to teach is that it's not simply us who love enough to give, it's actually God who loved enough to give. He gave us Jesus Christ, through whom any person can be reconnected, reconciled to the God of the universe. Jesus' mission was not writing people off. It was healing lives. That's how we translate John 3:17. It's not writing people off, not condemning people, but bringing healing into people's lives. And so part of why we so focus on being a generous community is because I believe that's what our surrounding area understands. And that will become a very platform from which we can talk about who Jesus is. That He's not here to write people off, but He's here to bring healing into people's lives. You and I all know people who feel written off, but they need to know that God, that Jesus Christ, wants to bring healing into their lives. Well, how will we even get a platform from which to share that great news with them? I think is through being generous people. As a community, we show that we too tend some and take some. We work hard and we get some stuff out of it. But we are mostly about sharing a lot, about other people greatly benefiting from our work together, from our generosity. I look forward to year 2 as we continue to become a growing and a generous community.